So, we all like anime over here, right? You like anime, we all have our favorite animes, right? We have our favorite anime characters that we all love, we all cherish with all our hearts. But what about we talk about the anime characters we don't like? Anime characters that we wish they would just die. That if we had a gun point at them with 6 rounds, you'd shoot them 6 times, grab another clip, reload that thing, and shoot him 6 more times. Or is that just me? But these are certain characters where I wish they would just disappear. Wiped out by Thanos' snap. They never cease to exist. And these characters, I have a personal grudge over. These characters I personally hate with all my heart. Maybe you guys might hate them as well. But these characters that I'm about to tell you about are some of the most worst characters in my life that I've seen, that I wish they'd just die. I wish I can just grab them by the neck, real squeeze, and never let go. In GTA, of course. In Minecraft. Minecraft, of course. I'm just joshing around. Or am I? We're gonna be talking about 3 characters that I just wish didn't exist, that boil my blood, that make me wanna just do something. Some of these characters I hate less than others, but some characters I'm going to talk about I just hate with all my heart. Now, let's talk about the first character I hate, and I think it's a very popular character that a lot of people hate. We're going to start off with something light. I want to ease you guys into this process, right? We're going to be talking about Sakura. Now, everyone hates Sakura. Everyone doesn't really like Sakura. Sakura is not like the fan favorite, right? Except for, Boruto Sakura. That is peak Sakura. But, we're talking about Kid Sakura. Kid Sakura, the one that was a simp for Sasuke. That's Sakura, right? So that Sakura has to be the worst Sakura I've ever seen, right? Because, first off, my boy Naruto, he was trying to bag a baddie. But, Sakura just only had eyes for Sasuke. I can't blame her. Sasuke's a G, right? Sasuke's a god. Sasuke was him at that time. But, by boy Naruto, he tried so hard, but, he didn't bag her. And then Naruto Shippuden came around, right? And then we got this infamous line that will always stick to me till the day I die, is when Sakura says,
I love you, Naruto. And you also need to know that Sasuke doesn't mean anything to me anymore.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy.
I'm starting to fall in love with Naruto. Now, you might be saying, it's like, well, isn't that good for Naruto? He finally got what he wanted, right? Nah, because you gotta think about this. Now, you gotta remember, in the beginning, Naruto was, like, broke. No one liked him. Everyone was against him. Like, he had no friends. Now Sakura wants to talk to Naruto when he's up, after he saved the village from pain, became the #1 shinobi, and has the whole village's recognition. Now you want to talk to Naruto, we up. It's like that meme.
The last time you texted me was in 2020.
Because I've been busy. Wait, why you on pause? Why you being weird?
What? I'm chilling.
How are you? How you been?
Nah, I've been good. What made you call me out of nowhere?
I just wanted to call you. I can't call you now.
Nah, I'm up now.
It's like that meme where it's like, if you didn't like me at this point in my phase, you don't deserve me now, right? That's exactly how it is. Sakura, we up now. Naruto doesn't care about you. That's why he got with a better girl, the one who's liked him since day one, a day one loyal Hinata. If you didn't like Naruto when he was down, you ain't gonna get with him when he's up. Simple as that, Sakura. And the second issue is when Sakura had her fight with Ino, right? Probably the biggest mid-off I've ever seen in my life. It was literally mid versus mid, right? This fight was just like coming off of like some of the great fights in like the tuning exams with like Sasuke versus like that Sand Village guy. I think it was like Naruto versus the dog guy. I forgot what his name was. Kiba. That was his name. Kiba. Right? And we got Sakura versus Ino. Right? And right after this we got Gaara versus Rock Lee. Iconic fight. But we have this mid-off, and somehow they just decide to try to hype it up, but literally no one is hyped for this fight. I think it was like, what, an episode or two? I want those 40 minutes back of my life. One of the worst times I've ever spent, ever. And not to mention, right before that fight stuff, we have one of the biggest mid things I've ever seen. You know, Sakura had her hair pulled, and you know what she decides to do? She has a kunai in her hand. What does she decide to do? There's a ninja standing right behind her. She has to protect Sasuke and Naruto. It's a life or death situation. You know, the girl has her hair, you know, and you know she's vulnerable. She doesn't think she has a weapon, so she has a kunai. She could stab the enemy, throw the kunai back at her, throw it to like one of the people beside her. You know, she cuts her hair. You literally have a kunai. You can literally kill one of these guys because they're unguarded, but you decide to cut your hair. Are you literally dumb? It's literally the most dumbest thing I've ever seen. But you know, she's a little girl. We can back off of her. Let's talk about a more controversial character. A character that I think is unanimously hated. And if you like him, you deserve to go to hell. You deserve to go to the 9th stage of hell where the devil is at. You deserve to just rot forever for the rest of your life. And the character is Sho Tucker. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that name wrong, but he doesn't have the honor of me pronouncing his name right. Sho Tucker, right? Let me show you an image of him. He is probably the most despicable person I've ever seen in my life. I wish I just could strangle him. Just kill him with my own hands. In Minecraft, of course. But, you know, I wish I could just do so much stuff for him. You know, in the end of the episode, you know, where he's at, he does die. Unfortunately, he deserved to go through the worst torture imaginable. Like, think about all the tortures like prisoners went through. He deserves that in GTA, of course, in Minecraft, of course. But you know, death was too good for him. We need more. There has to be something worse than death, because you know, death is easy. This guy literally ruined a little girl's life. Now, when I watched this, when I experienced what happened to this little girl for the first time, let me tell you, I think I was like 13, right? So I was very brand new to anime. The animes I watched was like Death Note, Naruto, Bleach, and Pokemon, right? Pretty new. I was a noob to anime. So my first manga I ever read was Full Metal Alchemist. Now, I read it because it was in my school library. We had Full Metal Alchemist manga, so I decided to pick it up. I heard it was a big show, you know, I heard it was very popular. So I pick up the manga, right? I read a few chapters, right? And then I get to that one infamous moment, right? You know, we got Sho Tucker on screen. He's with the little girl and the dog, right? And let me just tell you, this scarred my life forever, right? I didn't pick up Full Metal Alchemist till years later. I think I recently picked up Full Metal Alchemist back now, mainly because I had forgot everything about it and I just dropped the manga. But there was one thing that always stuck up to me, was the experiment Sho Tucker did to the girl, right? And this always haunts me when I see this picture. And the background to this is, in Full Metal Alchemist, you can like merge things, right? You can merge things to create something new, right? That's how it works, right? It's called alchemy. You can merge things to create something new. So this guy, this imbecile, this doofus, this nimwit, this despicable human known as a man, if you even want to call him human, he doesn't have the right to be even considered at the same class as like a human species like me and you, right? This guy decides to fuse a little girl, she's like not even 10 yet, right, with this dog that he loves so much. And like, just looking at it, when I remember reading the manga, right, you just see in a corner the dog sitting, and it just happens to have hair, right? Hair coming down, and you're like, what is that? At least that's how it was when I was like 12 years old, and I was in middle school first reading this, right? So I see the corner, and the next manga panel is the girl is fused with the dog. They're one being, and it's like the most saddest, creepiest thing I've ever seen. And you know what this guy does? The Sho Tucker, the person who fused these people, this despicable man, he is happy. He's like, look what I created. I created something brand new. I'm a revolutionary. I feel like I wanted to punch him through the manga panels. It was just an image, but it hurt my soul. It hurt me to the very core. That's why that guy with an X on his face, I already forgot his name, you know, the one that can blow up people's faces and all that. That's why he's the GOAT. He decided to take out that monster with his own hands, and luckily he killed the guy. Unfortunately, the girl had to die too, because, you know, he deemed it as like an abomination. And maybe I don't know if that girl was still alive. It seemed the dog can talk. Literally, the dog was able to talk, and it was the most creepiest thing. So, let me move to something a little more or less creepy, right? Let me move to something more racist. I don't really want to say the exact name, but let's just call it racist so I won't get demonetized. Now, when I mean racist, I don't mean in the traditional sense of how we see race when it comes to, you know, black, white, Asian, Hispanic, all that, right? I'm talking about Code Geass. Now, I remember this girl's name. I remember this very vividly. Her name is Nina, right? If you've seen Code Geass, I don't think this is much of a spoiler, so you can watch this without getting spoiled for this. But there's this one character in Nina, right? So pretty much, she's just the innocent little girl. She's super smart, right? She has green hair, she has pigtails, a typical little high school girl, right? So this girl's like pretty innocent, right? And pretty much she is the biggest meat rider for this one girl, right? She's like a princess. I don't want to name it because it will be a spoiler, but this person she idolizes, right? Whatever she does and says, she takes it as like gospel, right? She's like the person she looks up to. She sees her as a god, right? A god figure, right? So pretty much whatever this girl does or says, it's facts to her. It's all reason. So pretty much this girl happens to kill a certain race of people, right? And it's not necessarily like a race, it's kind of more like Americans and Europeans. Like that's how I kind of explain it, right? It's like Americans versus Europeans, because I don't really know what else to call it. I think like xenophobic, but I don't even know if you guys understand what that means. But you know, let's just call it a race. So this girl decides to tries to wipe out this whole entire race, and she ends up dying, right? So this little girl who's been looking up to this a girl for as pretty much like a god figure, right, as gospel, she's like, well, if this girl didn't like this race, I shouldn't either. And if she was trying to kill him, I should try to kill him. I should try to kill them all. Literally the most insane thing ever. We like to talk about how Andrew Tate fans, K-pop fans will do anything for the idol. Nah, this girl is like leagues above her, that these type of fans, where she's like, well, these people are killing people. My idol's killing people. I guess I gotta kill them too. So she literally, like, there's this iconic moment in Code Geass. So, right, the main character is Lelouch, and this girl's Nina, right? So they're just in like kind of like a dining area, right? So it's like Lelouch is sitting on one table, this girl Nina is sitting on another table, right? So she sees Lelouch, right, and he's of a different race. So she literally tries to kill him in front of hundreds of people, and they try to stop her. Literally tries to kill him in front of hundreds of people, and of course people stop her because this is literally insane. And she starts yelling, he's this race, why are you guys trying to stop me? I'm trying to kill him. He's inferior. We all should try to kill him. And it's like literally the most insane brain dead thing I've ever seen, and I just wish I could just kill. The fortunate thing is she never dies in the show. Like we just let her exist. Like in the show, like nothing bad happens to her. Like she never has like anything where she goes like to jail, or like where she gets like punishment, or like any point of the show where she gets like some like bad karma. This never happens. Like she literally is untouchable for the whole entire show. This racist who's literally being racist like from like all the way throughout season 2 and season 3 has literally faced no consequences to her actions, and the show ends and we still nothing happens to her. She's just living her life, being racist and trying to kill all this whole entire different race. It's like literally insane. Like, how did the showrunner be like, oh yeah, we just forgot about her, the racist that, you know, has been trying to kill our main character and who's killed, like, try to exterminate a whole entire race. We'll just leave her alone, leave it up to her, let people guess what happened to her. Like, no, I want to see her like shot in Minecraft, of course, but you know, I want to see her just strangled in Minecraft, of course. Like, I don't know, I just want to see the worst thing happen to her. Like, how is it that Hitler committed suicide? How is it that Hitler ended up dying in real life? You know, we got a satisfying ending to his conclusion, but this girl, this fictional girl who's literally Hitler, doesn't get an ending fitting for her character. She just gets to just enjoy life, be a normal person. The most insane thing I've done, and I'm very passionate about how this girl happened to survive all the way to the end and had no bad repercussions. And literally, I just hate her so much. I just wish something bad would happen to her. And I know that sounds bad, but if you watch the show, you agree with me. Like, something has to happen. Like, just do something. Like, Can someone like shoot her? Like in Minecraft, of course, but someone shoot her. Like someone has to have a gun here. So how is it that like war's happening and like just maybe a building falls down and like accidentally like rubble lands on her? I'm just saying, like, that couldn't have happened. This video have just derailed to just me ranting on these characters, but these characters I genuinely hate so much. Not as much as like Sakura, but Sho, Tucker, and like Nina. Man, I hate them with a passion. I wish they can just come into real life and just relive that experience. Like Giorno punches Diavolo and like he just happens to die on repeat. Why can't that just happen to Nina and Sho? Just repeat death forever and ever and just live that endless torture. Like, why can't that happen to them too? I prayed. If I had the Dragon Balls and I had all 7 of them, I can wish for immortality. I can wish for millions of billions of dollars. I could wish for good health. No, I'm wishing for these characters to come to real life and die forever, because that's a fitting death. That's a fitting conclusion to their ending, because these guys, one person died, which is Sho Tucker, a weak way out. He deserves torture in Minecraft, of course. The other girl deserved death sentence, the longest death sentence. Put her in there like a rat cage and just let her fight against rats, or just let her just do something to her, something that doesn't end in just like, oh, I just lived my life. Just do something. That's all I'm saying. So that's gonna wrap this video. I said a lot of crazy stuff in here that hopefully doesn't get clipped out of context. But all of this stuff is jokes. Not really, but I don't mean that I throughout this whole entire video when I was talking about someone dying, I only meant in Minecraft, of course. Like when they respawn and all that. It's all in a video game, right? It's all in Minecraft. So, and that being said, make sure to like and subscribe, because did you know 98% of people who are watching my video right now, yes, you the viewer who are watching my video right now, is not subscribed. 98%. So just click the subscribe button. It's free. If you don't like my videos in the future, you can always unsubscribe. But the subscribe button's free, the like button's free, and make sure to turn on bell notifications so you keep up with my next video. So hope to see you next time, and later, hater. Peace out.